Nothing, nothing will prepare you for what university throws at you. You will go in as one person and it will spit you back out as somebody else. Hey everyone, welcome back to Canon Cinema. I'm Amanda, otherwise known as AMX ND Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Today I will be reviewing Never Have I Ever Season 4, and it is possibly the last season. I'm hoping that they'll just take a break for college, have them come back in a few years, or else it is the right time to let these characters go. As much as I've loved the show, I'm happy that it got 4 seasons. I think that Maitreya is a superstar. I absolutely love her as Debbie. I love this entire cast. I think they've all really had their time to shine in certain episodes. I think that this was slightly better than season 3. I liked everything about the series as a whole. Season 3 was a bit messy. They tried to do a bit too much with that love triangle between Ben, Paxton, and Debbie. That's the one thing I didn't understand in season 3, especially with Ben and Debbie, and I find it really hilarious how far they take it in season 4. But I do think that senior year is a big deal. A lot of people don't prepare you for senior year. It's very stressful, especially when you have to do college applications, which is the main thing that worries Davy, just because she wants to get into Princeton. And the whole thing with Princeton really is about her father as well, and holding on to something that she had discussed with her father since she was a little girl. And we see that is the thing that really drives her. She doesn't talk about it at all until it actually kicks in that, you know, her anger stems from the fact that, like, he's not here, and she has to desperately try to get into Princeton to hold on to him and his dream. And that's added pressure on top of trying to get into college at all. Right. So it's a lot of things. I mean, her and Paxton aren't really close anymore because Paxton goes to ASU. And again, something that this series does is shows different perspectives of how teenagers or, you know, young adults, first year students in university are handling their lives. And in hindsight, after graduating high school and going to university, nothing will prepare you for what university throws at you. You will go in as one person and it will spit you back out as somebody else. It breaks you down entirely. You thought that you had full change in high school because you technically went through puberty in high school. Nuh-uh. That was just like the preamble of what you're getting in university, and it breaks you. So to show Paxton, who's so sure of himself, you know, to show him go to ASU and put on a face that, you know, university is awesome, college is great, I'm vibing. He lies to his bro, he lies to Trent, who's obviously staying back here. He lies to him. He says, yeah, like, you know, my roommates are pretty cool. And it's just partying all the time. And you see that, like, Paxton is past that. He wants to become an adult. It doesn't mean that you have to go the same route as everybody else. And sometimes university isn't for everybody. College isn't for everybody, you know? And that is the storyline for Paxton. And on top of that, towards the end of this season, Paxton realizes that he wants to help people and he wants to do something else. He doesn't want to major in whatever he applied for in the first place, right? So that also shows that no one is prepared your senior year of high school to fully know what you want to do with the rest of your life. So they show that as well. They show the anxiety of meeting new people with Ben. Ben wants to go to Columbia and he has never found his people. He feels that he's always been alone except for Davy. And when he goes to Columbia, he feels dumb, which is something else the university does to you. You could be very loud and outspoken in high school. You could be very eager, raise your hands, have those conversations with people. And then when you go to university, you become an introvert because you feel like your opinion doesn't matter. And Ben sees that. There are other people there who do more research than him, that read articles, that read other things. And obviously, it's regurgitated information, but he still feels dumb. Someone like Ben in high school, who's like well advanced beyond everyone else that's there, he's very intelligent, feels inadequate with people from Columbia who are only a couple of years older than him. You have within the friendship group, on top of that, you have Eleanor and Fabiola, who are looking to branch out and find the right pathway. It's all about finding the right path. And that's why with season 4 being the final one and everyone trying to find themselves and find the right path for their career, I thought it was a really smart way to end this. It didn't feel rushed. It is 10 episodes. And I think that with Eleanor, she has a personal tie to acting with her mother, but she also doesn't want to sell herself short because she knows that acting is a very difficult industry, very difficult to even like crack into. You have to be incredibly good to catch the eye of someone. She finds other avenues because she sees what her mother had become and she doesn't want to live the same way that she did. So that's also another step that she takes. Fabiola, I didn't really like her character in this season, especially what was happening with Davy and getting into Princeton. I think that whole thing was stretched a bit thin, and it doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, like, it's all about communication between your friends, but at the same time, you show two sides of it where you want to keep something to yourself and keep it a secret because you don't know how the other person is going to react. Kind of similar to when Eleanor and Davy are fighting over Ethan, who's played by Michael Cimino. I thought that was a bit awkward just for the sake of bringing Ethan into the mixture for Davy to have another like love affair. I thought that was interesting, especially what happens with Eleanor and Trent. Like, I feel like that stuff was a bit forced. Even Ben having a girlfriend, that was a bit forced just to set off Davy. They didn't know how to stretch certain relationships in order to wrap this up. That's my only issue with this season, I think. I think they wrapped up Davy and Paxton's relationship extremely well. That's the one thing that I really enjoyed, because that also means that Davy has become more mature and realizes her strength and how strong she is, how wonderful of a person she is, and she finally does like herself. I think that was really important. She went through her trauma with her father to come out the other side as like a pure, well-rounded diamond of a person. And I think that is the important thing by the end of this season. So there are a lot of great aspects. I think the episode titles were really cute. I like that we got to highlight certain characters. There's more stuff with Nirmala, the grandmother, which I really enjoyed too. Even Kamala had a really sweet storyline. Everyone was just great. Her mom was great. The whole cast was. I think they wrapped it up as best as they could. But as I said, everyone has their own issues moving into university and trying to see what life is like outside of high school, and it's not that great. That doesn't mean stay in high school forever. What it means is make sure that you are confident in the path that you're choosing. If you need to take a gap year, take that gap year. If you don't know what you want to major in, take a general year and kind of dabble in things that you're interested in and then do a major afterwards. Like, there's so many ways to do school and to do university or to do college. So don't be afraid to apply to as many colleges as you want. Don't be afraid to take that gap year. You can still have fun your senior year, but remember that what you decide on your own time is way more important than being pressured to apply and finish within a certain amount of years. It's all on you. You got time. You do. And that's what Never Have I Ever really shows you, is that even no matter how much time passes, you have learned so much about yourself that you can still wait a bit longer for everything to fall into place. And I think that's really, really awesome. And I love this series. I think that season 4, I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 5. I think I gave season 3 like a 3.5 out of 5. So the whole series is pretty solid. Thankfully, this series finale, if it is a series finale, has one of the better endings. As a very Mindy Kaling type ending, if you watch the Mindy Project, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I like this send-off for all the characters. I think everyone was wrapped up quite perfectly, and it's been one of my favorite shows on Netflix. So thank you guys so much for this one. I really enjoyed it. Please let me know which season of Never Have I Ever is your favorite in the comments below. Let me know who your favorite character is. I love Davy. She's chaotic, just like me, so I really just clicked with her. I did. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can always follow me over at AMXNJ Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And if you guys want to help me grow this wonderful community, you can check out ways to do that in the bio below. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep watching movies.